Hi
Hello
guys.
everyone. Hi.
I'm
Glory. Welcome to Straight Talk.
Yeah, so we're going to be talking straight about something today.
Yes.
So Glory, in one of our videos, talked about how she was first exposed to pornography.
Yeah.
So today she's going to be telling us about the effects and basically
how it
she
affected
came
me. Yes.
out of it.
Yep. So to give you guys a summary of what I said in the last video, I told you guys when I was about 7 or 8, I had my first exposure to porn, and there were like 8 or 9 videos I watched, and there was so much. There was bestiality, there was oral sex, there was anal sex, all the styles of sex.
For those who don't know, bestiality is having sex with animals.
With an animal, yes. So I didn't actually see effects of what I'd watched until later in my life. I remember at this point in my life, I was having thoughts of bestiality myself. Like, you know what, it won't be so bad to sleep with an animal. And I was like, oh, Glory, like, why would you even think that? You know, I was like binding the thoughts. But they kept coming back. And I didn't even know it stemmed from what I'd watched before. Somehow seeing bestiality portrayed made it easier for me to accept it, something like that. Like, it lowered my moral standards. But one of the biggest effects of porn for me in my life was lesbianism.
And I think you also struggled a bit with the guilt.
Yes, with the guilt. Like, it's
a
true.
lot of people do say like, okay, it's pornography, so what? I'm watching it to learn, to do all of those really crazy things. I just don't want to get into all of that stuff right now, but I just want to say Glory's been authentic about her own story, and I feel a lot of you watching can relate to everything she's going to be saying. Yes. Like some of the effects are things you have even felt after watching pornography.
Yeah, so the guilt was there, like serious guilt, because I felt I was not a child of God. You know, people like, Glory's such a nice girl. I'm like, if you knew what I was thinking, and that kind of stuff. So as I said before, one of the biggest effects for me was the lesbianism part. I remember when watching those videos, I was thinking, you know what, the best thing, I remember thinking that the lesbianism part was the one that was not so bad. Somehow, like, my brain accepted it. That was image that stayed with me for so long. So as I said before, seeing those videos lowered my moral standard to the point that growing up, like, little by little, I was accepting lesbianism. I was like, you know what, it's not so bad to be with a girl. After all, guys are this, they rape girls, they do all this stuff. I was seeing on the bad side. I didn't grow up with my dad. Not having a dominant male figure in my life, like, also contributed. So by the time I was growing up, by the time I was 15, 16, I was like, you know what, I really want to be a lesbian. Like, and maybe growing up in the church I grew up in, I wanted to strike out, be the bad girl, like, you understand? So, like, that was my one way to, like, you know what, I was really thinking, like, I was like, they're thinking I'm a good girl, but if they know who I was inside, like, I just wanted to be bad. And that was one of the ways to unleash it, you get. So I feel like, to a great extent, pornography actually opens our minds, like this portal that opens our mind to all sorts of nonsense. It opens you to the devil and all the things it's going to bring into your life. So for me, like, lesbianism was this struggle. I was more like, little by little, I found this same-sex attraction. I'll see a woman, I'm like, I'll get attracted to her legs, like, nice legs there, you know. And I was not fighting it.
Wow.
Do you get? So as I said, little by little, I was going deeper and deeper until, you know, God just came to yank me out of that stuff. Like,
but I think the good thing about it was that everything remained in your head. He never really came out as something you wanted to practice.
And I think the reason why it didn't come out was maybe because I didn't see a partner to practice it with.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yes. So that was even good in a way.
So
I think fostering that thought process also led you to kind of think like guys are not that important.
Exactly.
At least girls were okay to have sex with.
Seriously.
So what do we need guys for?
Yes.
So there was that mentality constantly, you know, growing, and she was trying to pass it on to me.
I actually remember growing up, you know, you watch movies and the girl gets pregnant and it's such a big deal. She gets pregnant of wedlock and it's such a big deal. I remember so young, like I should have been 4 or 5. I remember thinking that, you know what, to prevent unwanted pregnancy, why don't girls just sleep with girls? Like,
come on.
I thought it was like, to me, that was the solution to unwanted pregnancy. Like, there'll be no problems. At least when you sleep with a girl as a girl, you don't get pregnant. To me, so all these things just accumulated to bring up this. I just accepted it, you know. So for you people who are struggling with porn, or maybe feeling like it's okay, it is not okay, because, like, you know how you start having these images on your head that when you actually even walk into marriage, you actually expect all these things from your partner, and they're not able to deliver like you want them to deliver. So it brings all these unwanted expectations, pollutes your mind, and I think it even drives the spirit of God farther and farther from you. And it also changes the way you see people. Like you see women as hoes and stuff. You see, like, we just see females as sex objects and so on and so forth. So it changes our worldview, changes the way we look at people all around. So for me, porn had a devastating effect, but for my relationship with God, I think that's what drew me out, my relationship with God.
Really, it's our relationship with God that saves us. What I'm saying is that where you are right now, I know you're struggling and it's hard for you to come out of it. Just go to God right now where you are and say, God, this is me. Just take all of it.
Just help
like
me.
She said, it's not something she worked to overcome, right? It was something God took away the moment she began to focus on Him. Remember to
like, share, subscribe, and click on the notification button so you can be notified when we post new videos.
As you go through life, you'll see